Good afternoon, CCSD. I'm coming to you this afternoon with straight talk via video chat. Our communications department suggested that I do so I'm giving it a try. In this role as superintendent, I have talked many times about the low outcomes for so many of our students. And again, this afternoon, I'm going to talk about the high number of students in the district that are below grade level and what we are beginning to do in terms of creating goals to address the issue. We have a vision that by 2027, all of our fifth grade students will read on grade level. And the reason why we need to do that is because of this compelling reason. In the spring 2022 state assessments, 77% of our African American students in grades 3 through 8 read below grade level. And for Hispanic students, that percentage is 70%. Over the last 16 years, the average number of African American fifth grade students that read below grade level has been 1,116 students per year, or an average of 82% of all fifth grade African American students. And what that means is that 82 out of every 100 students in that group leave elementary school going into our secondary schools unprepared to learn. And how does that play out for these students? Well, in the 2021 graduating class, 42% of our African American students, only 42%, were considered college and career ready, which means that 58% of these students then are leaving our high school after 13 years in the system, not prepared for life after high school. This past June, I attended the graduation ceremonies of 11 CCSD high schools, and I shook the hands of many students as they walked across the stage. And I knew in my heart, which bothered me, that many of these students were not prepared for life after high school. And I need to be clear on this point. These numbers are unacceptable to me, and I'm driven to do something to fix this problem. The first step is collaborating with the school board on the new Student Outcomes Governance Framework. This past Monday, the school board adopted 4 goals to address these problems, and they adopted what's called 5 guardrails to put parameters around how we would do that. First of all, the 4 goals. Goal number 1, increase the percentage of fifth grade African American and Hispanic students reading on grade level. Goal number 2, increase the percentage of 7th grade students who are ready to take Algebra 1. Goal 3, increase the percentage of 8th grade students who achieve a C or higher on Algebra 1. And then 4, increase the percentage of graduating seniors who are college and career ready from 67.7% to 86.2% by 2027. Then in addition to the 4 goals, the board adopted 5 guardrails, which are designed to ensure that I, as superintendent, do not allow students to graduate without the soft skills needed for post-K-12 success. That I do not allow students to go without social and emotional learning. That I do not present major initiatives to the school board without engaging all stakeholders who are most impacted by these initiatives. And all stakeholders include the community, parents, students, guardians, and others that are impacted. That I do not allow disparate treatment of nor lower expectations for any of our students. And 5, that I do not allow a negative or unsupportive staff culture. So the next step in this steps in this process are this. As this work progresses, I will keep you informed and up to date on these goals and guardrails. At the board's October 10 Committee of the Whole meeting, which is this Monday, my staff and I will present to the board a set of interim goals and interim guardrails that match each of the 4 goals and 5 guardrails I mentioned a minute ago. And then the board will review those and ask staff to make adjustments as necessary. Then at the October 24th school board meeting, the board will vote on these goals and guardrails. Once adopted, it is my job, it is the job of the central office staff, it is the job of schools to implement them being these goals by selecting and building the strategies necessary to accomplish the goals while staying within the guardrails. For this week, I'll leave you with this. This past Tuesday evening, I spent time with about a dozen African-American boys in the Chicora Cherokee neighborhood of North Charleston. And as I engaged and talked with them, I talked with them about creating dreams for their futures and how you establish goals for those dreams. And it bothered me that it appeared that those students, for the most part, were not connected on how to do that. And again, as I looked at and talked with the students, I realized that many of these students struggled with this, and that the challenges that these kids face and will face will continue to be great, and that among these students, the probability that they will be in that 58% group of students that graduate from our schools unprepared for life after high school. So therefore, it's imperative that we work together to improve these odds. Next week, I will discuss some of these initiatives that are being started to do just that. In the meantime, thanks for all that you do, and best wishes for a great weekend.